Now, Randall also spoke about the culture that Tibbs brings to the Knicks, particularly how it had an effect on the younger guys. It sort of set a standard. Now, before I get to the bit, I like to talk about RJ and Quickley because these guys kind of have a chip on their shoulder due to the disrespect that they got, particularly RJ last season being left on the all rookie list, first or second team. And then Quickley this season has gotten disrespected during the draft, after the draft, with the criticism that the Knicks should have never got him. And even after he's playing good, he's still being sort of left off the conversations, particularly from the main people that cover the league. Now, having this chip on your shoulder could be a good motivational thing to have. As we've seen Michael Jordan have a chip on his shoulder, being left off his high school team. He even mentioned it in his Hall of Fame speech. He kind of carried that burden as a source of motivation. Same thing for Kobe Bryant. He had struggles in the early part of his career. He wasn't even considered one of the top rookies at the time. He sort of carried that burden as a source of motivation throughout his career. And especially when he lost the 2008 NBA Finals, the way that the Lakers were embarrassed, it sort of brought him to a whole new level. As Julius Randle will touch base here and explain that how the young guys always have a willingness to improve.
Guys want to improve. Even like days like today, Tibbs has a blackout day. Guys are supposed to not be allowed in the facility to work out. But guys like Quick and RJ, Kev, guys hitting me up like, we going in anyway. Like they want to get better. And that's really what it's about. Like you got a group of guys who are hungry to get better, who are serious about the craft. And I think the encouraging thing is when you see the results, you want more of it. And that's kind of like what our group has done. We see the results of trusting each other, believing in each other, playing as a team. Everybody playing their whatever Tibbs asks them to do, whatever their role is. Everybody's sticking to it. You see the results, the wins and getting better, and that's kind of what's driving us. When I say I'm really having the most fun in my career I've had, I really mean it, man. It's a hell of a time because seasons past, you go into games and you really don't know what to expect. When you're not on great teams, you don't know if you're going to win. You don't know if it's going to be hot or cold. Like, especially when there's not really a culture established. And for us, Tibbs has done a great job of immediately, coming in and establishing a culture of how we're going to do things on a night-to-night basis, how we're going to play, what we stand for as a team. And guys from top to bottom, I don't care who it is, have bought in. We didn't make any trades during trade deadline because, when we look at our team, you have to buy in and be about what we are about as a team. And if it didn't fit, it didn't make sense. There's no point of messing up what we're doing. And that just says a lot about, the guys at the top believing in us as a unit, believing in us as a team. So it's rare. And I'm definitely not taking it for granted. I cherish it. And I just want to keep building upon it.
Now, if you look at the end of that bit right there, you see how Julius Randle kind of emphasized them not making a trade at the deadline because whoever is new and comes to the team, they have to sort of buy in or they'll stand out right away because they won't fit in. That's how strong Tibbs have had an effect on these guys. And it's great to see that the Knicks kind of have a sort of similar culture as Miami. We always hear about the Miami Heat. They have a certain culture, a certain type of player archetype that they always have to have because you'll stand out right away because you'll realize you don't fit in with this type of culture. And it's great to see that the Knicks have that type of atmosphere right now. And we're seeing it play out every time we watch these games and we see how focused, how locked in that these guys are.